TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What are your memories about Dick Slater?
Dirty Dick. Dick Slater's a tough boy. Dick, I met him in Tampa in '72, I think, somewhere along in there, and he was one of Eddie Graham's boys. And Slater got in the business down there. I wrestled against Slater, and he was very exciting. He was a good wrestler, and I enjoyed being his partner. You know, Dirty Dick Slater and Bunkhouse Buck, WCW. It was a lot of fun. Terry Funk.
That was my next question.
Terry Funk, you know, Terry was first. He brought Terry in, and me and Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck just went together.
Yep. Did you like working with Terry?
Yes.
Early on in your career too?
Yeah. Well, you know, and Terry was the champion too there for a while. Came into Knoxville and wrestled against Ron for the world's heavyweight title, and I'd seen Terry in Japan and different places. I had a lot of respect for Terry. I always thought he was a tough guy. He had me convinced, and enjoyed doing the partner thing with him at WCW.
What are your memories of teaming up with Dick Slater and Terry in WCW?
It was a lot of fun. Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck just made a good match.
Definitely.
And Dirty Dick too. You know, Dick had his suspenders on too, and that's kind of Dick's style also. And it was good with both of them. You know, I hated that it ended.
You also, you guys had a lot of good matches with Booker T and his brother Stevie Ray.
Yes.
What are your memories of those matches with Harlem Heat?
It was good matches. They're good boys, big strong guys. All the matches down there were a lot of fun and brings back memories. Harlem Heat, I guess, was a little bit green at the time. They hadn't been in the business as long as me and Dick, Terry, and some of them, but we did all right.
Do you think it was hard for Robert to stay out of the ring and just manage, or do you think it was easier for him? Or
I don't think he had any problem with that at all.
All right, just good payday and not bumping.
Right.
All right. Did you like the gimmick? Did you like the gimmick that you did?
Bunkhouse?
Yeah, Bunkhouse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bunkhouse is a lot of fun. You know, it's totally different from Jimmy Golden, and it's like you can relax a little bit more. It's for some reason, I don't know. It's hard to describe. But,
right.
You know, I found it to be easy.
What are some of your memories of your matches with Dustin Rhodes?
The Spring Stampede in Chicago, it was a good one. Got it on tape. Watched it back several times. Dustin's good. Dustin was, you know, a chip off the old block, just like Daddy had. But he wanted things so, and that's the way we made it.
Easy to work with in the ring?
Yes. It's like his dad wrestled against his daddy.
Right. You got to work with Arn Anderson as well, once again. Was working with Arn this time around a lot different from when you worked him down in Alabama? It was just more polished, I guess?
Yeah, Arn, you know, he had a lot more experience. But Arn was one of those naturals from the very beginning. You know, we could see it in him down there in Dothan, Alabama, when Bob Armstrong scalped him. Took his hair off. He's doing jobs down there, but Arn, you could just tell he had it in. Good-looking boy, got the body, the build for it, and just a heck of an athlete. You know, and by the time we got together up there in Atlanta in WCW, then he just had all that much more experience and well polished. And Arn just, you know, a super nice guy. Always enjoyed being around Arn. Loved to work with him.
What about Ricky Steamboat? You got to work with Ricky.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
What a gentleman. And you know, what an athlete in the ring. I mean, he could do it all.
And his son's wrestling too now. He just broke into the business.
Yeah. I haven't met the son of him.
He's here today.
Is he?
Yeah, he's actually working tonight. There's an indie show here tonight.
Okay.
So
Well, if he's half as good as his daddy, he'd be doing great.
Yeah. What about Steve Austin? What are your memories of working with Steve back in WCW?
Steve, he's a heck of an athlete.
Did you see the potential? Did you know he was going to be a big star?
Well, little did we know he was going to be stone cold and blow the roof off in New York. But you could darn sure tell that Steve Austin had potential to go places. There's a lot of guys down there that could do that. Steve one of them.
You also got to work with Dusty and Dustin together as a tag team. What are your memories of working with those guys together?
It was great. It was a perfect angle. We beat the hell out of the kid until he couldn't stand it no more, and Daddy stepped in, Dusty, and it was a little deal we did down there in Macon, Georgia, TV, and Dusty come out to help Dustin at the ring, blow the roof off. Fans went nuts, but it was all set right.
Right.
If it's not set right, it don't. You got the players. If you got the players and it's all set right, then when you have the game, boom, you got fireworks.
Right. How did things change in WCW when Hogan came into the company?
Hogan was the big star. Came from New York, and I'd sit back and look at that and said, man, the talent they got here. They're loaded with talent. And Hogan, was the man that come from New York, and I never knew Hogan all that well, but my goodness, what few times I got in the ring with Hogan was as nice as me as he could be. Real nice.
Any good Robert Fuller stories?
1,000. Robert Fuller's a real character. He always has been all his life. I've known him since little boys. This comes with the family, I guess. Welch blood. Gosh, yeah, Robert. It's hilarious. And we've had some great times together up and down the road. Many a laugh. Robert hurt his knee one time, and it swelled up. He had a lot of water on his knee, and I was carrying a lot of the load to help him out because he was hurt. So, but Robert, he's always been fun to be with, and Ron too. I always admired him like their daddy. He passed down a lot of that knowledge to them. I tried to get as much as I could from them.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.